At that moment, her father came home.
From his shift at the tranny bar.
He saw his daughter pinned down.
Or so it appeared.
Forcefully being held.
Or so it appeared.
By some strange boy.
Dad? You gotta be kidding! This transvestite is Haruhi's father?
So, Dad, how was work?
Just stay calm. It was an accident. I'm sure he'll understand if I explain what happened. I'm sorry. I hated having to leave you alone last night. You must have been lonely.
That sound, he hit really hard.
Oh, dear. My left arm has been bothering me lately. It's so sore, like I went hand-to-hand with some ferocious beast. Please, I've just been working too hard. What it looked like. I could sure use a cup of hot tea about now.
Hot tea? I'll get it for you! Do you use firewood to boil it, Haruhi? Help me out, your dad wants tea!
Oh, my. Would you look at that? I seem to have come across a little pest. Would you like to tell me why you're addressing my daughter with such informality, young man?
Hey, boss, what in the world is taking you so long?
Check it out. That person we passed downstairs was Haruhi's father.
Get him! Count him! Help me out here!
It's nice to meet you, Haruhi's dad. We're good friends of your daughters, the Hitachi brothers. So you're a transvestite, aren't you?
You're the first real transvestite we've ever seen.
You finally put the moves on Haruhi, huh, boss? Sorry about him. He's a ladies' man, if you know what I mean.
He's a pheromone machine. In fact, I'll bet he's fooled around with more ladies than you can count.
He likes to fool around, huh?
No! I'm not a ladies' man! I'm a nice guy! I care about her!
Is he confessing his love?
I'm being completely honest here. I care about Haruhi like she's my own daughter.
I get it. You must be the host club I've heard so much about. You certainly are a fine-looking bunch of young men. I'm not sure which of you I like best. What about you, dear? I tell you what, why don't you boys go ahead and call me Ronka? That's the professional name I use at the transvestite bar I work at.
Professional name? You mean like a stage name?
Exactly like that, Mitsukuni.
Hold on, how did you know my name, sir?
You two are third years Mitsukuni Haninozuka and Takashi Morinozuka. And the two of you are first years in the same class as Haruhi. You're the Hitachi twins, but I'm not sure which one of you is which. I've heard a lot about you.
What, so Haruhi told you about us?
No. Kyoya told me about you two over the phone.
You know, you really are a beautiful person, Ronka.
Say what?
Kyoya?
We've been entrusted with the care of his precious daughter. It is only natural that we introduce ourselves and give him periodic reports. Ordinarily, that would be your job, wouldn't it?
I'm impressed the club has such a capable president. But wait a minute, you're only the vice president, aren't you, Kyoya? I guess that president of yours is pretty much good for nothing, huh?
You never mentioned this to me, Dad! Why didn't you say that you've been getting calls from Kyoya-senpai?
What am I supposed to do, Haruhi? You rarely tell me anything about school.
So that makes it okay to talk behind my back? Come on, Senpai, would you please stop growing mushrooms in other people's closets?
Haruhi, the thing about you is, you're cute even when you're angry.
I don't know what it is about him, but Haruhi's dad reminds me of someone.
This explains why she's so good at handling the boss.
Wait, Haruhi, where are you going?
The supermarket, all right? I have to go shopping and I want to do it by myself. So all of you just stay here and try to behave yourselves.
Wait, we want to go to the commoner supermarket!
I wouldn't push it. Once she's made her mind up, she'll never change it. When she decided she wanted to go to Ouran Academy, she did all of the enrollment paperwork by herself. While I respect her independent spirit, I wish she'd be a little more dependent on me sometimes. Haruhi! So why didn't you tell me that today was Bring Your Parents to School Day?
Sorry, Dad, but I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to go!
What? She's not going through a rebellious phase. Listen, I hate to be the one to break it to you, buddy, but I have a feeling she didn't invite you to school with her because she's embarrassed her daddy's a tranny.
So I like to wear women's clothing. What's it matter? I'll never love anyone the way I loved Kotoko, and she never had a problem with it, so lay off, would ya?
Hey, Haruhi! I brought your dad home. He's drunk himself stupid again.
Oh, hello, my darling. I'm home.
You smell like a bar.
He's pretty upset about not getting to go to Bring Your Parents to School Day today. You should invite him next time.
I can't. I didn't invite you because you work so hard. I thought you could use the time off. I know that you're pretty tired, Dad. So I thought you should use your day off just to catch up on your sleep. I want you to take better care of yourself.
I hope you boys know how grateful I am. Since she's found you, she seems to be happier. She's enjoying herself. Wouldn't you agree, Tamaki-Suo?
You know who I am?
Well, of course I do. Haruhi's told me a thing or two about you. You're the host club's bumbling president, right?
So, she talks about the host club at home after all.
Come to think of it, you're the one who didn't realize Haruhi was a girl until the very last moment. You're clueless, aren't you? Pretty pathetic. Now that we've gotten all the introductions out of the way, how would you boys like to have a little fun?
Why didn't he tell me? I had no idea that Kyoya-senpai's been calling my dad and giving him updates.
So we're going to follow her to the supermarket?
This is what you meant by fun?
Yes, I call it the stalking game.
What an attractive group of young men.
In all
They're
honesty,
TV stars?
I have a completely selfish reason for bringing you out with me. I want to be seen with a bunch of cute boys.
Sure enough, those two are definitely cut from the same cloth.
Do you really think it's necessary to follow her around like this? Are you that worried about her?
As you know, Haruhi lost her mother at a young age, and afterwards she took on all of the household chores and shopping by herself. I decided to start following her whenever she would leave the house. Maybe I'm just being overprotective. I worry about her all the time. I'm the only one who can protect her, you know?
What the? Hey, what are you doing here, Dad?
Oh, it looks like you caught me, Haruhi! I followed you here so that I could carry your shopping basket. You know how Daddy loves accessories. Now why don't you just hand it over?
You're so weird.
Either she doesn't know how to depend on others or she refuses to. She's always been so independent and so strong. And she has this uncanny ability to affect others without even realizing it.
That's true. I've seen it. I understand.
What do you mean you understand? Don't think you're gonna win me over just because you're handsome. I'm warning you, I'm not ready to let go yet.
You're gonna at least let go, I'm right.
You've got some nerve. You barely even know Haruhi. That means, from this day forward, you're my enemy.
What the? Hey, what are you doing here, Senpai?
Oh, it looks like you got me, Haruhi! I followed you here so that I could carry your shopping basket! You know how Daddy loves accessories! Now why don't you just hand it over?
You're so weird. What's with the mushrooms?
Whee! Faster, Takashi!
So does double coupons mean I need two
There's
of
a
them?
whole stack of commoners' coffee.
Was there anything in particular you wanted to eat?
How about a stew pot? One with lots of meat in it and no chrysanthemum.
That's a great idea. A stew pot would be good since we need to feed a lot of people. It's kind of warm for it, though.
I know it's going to happen eventually. One day, my precious little girl will be all grown up, and she'll want to have that special someone by her side. Just thinking about it gets my blood boiling! Here, Tamaki. Chrysanthemum. Your favorite.
What's going on here?
Don't hog all the meat, though.
I run and run 1,000 miles, and I am barely breathing. Only the fuel of a passion heart keeps this body strong and moving forward. But could it be I found a place to rest? How far until I'm okay? Trees of the town reveal the time has come once again to shift our shade and colors. The world always changes around us, but weakness will always remain. Through all the pain, believe in who we are right here and now. Raise one hand to the sky, raise them both, lift them high, and you'll cut through the darkness, make it bright.